Hey, what's up YouTube? Wonderful World of Odd here, and I want to just look at some strange anomalies, or you can call them coincidences if you like, or is this really Q? The purpose of this video is not to prove if or if not Q is a good guy or a bad guy, you know, a white helmet or a black helmet in disguise. We like to look at the prophetic on this channel and things that are truly odd. Hence the name, Wonderful World of Odd. You know, we like to go beyond, you know, just beyond just the control structure from the, you know, quote unquote Illuminati and all the powers that be, and look at, you know, just strange coincidences. So I'm going to give an example of what I'm talking about. The Lord has worked on me with a lot of things. You know, it started with the drug addiction and alcohol and women and a bunch of other stuff. And so this is how the Holy Spirit will talk to you sometimes. So it got to a point, it knocked out a bunch of stuff in my life, and it got to a point, and I'm like, I was still smoking. I'm like, Lord, do you really want me to quit smoking? I mean, is it something I need to do? And right then I'm driving down the highway, and there's this huge billboard on the side of the road that says, quit smoking and thrive. And so I don't take those kind of things as coincidences. You know, when you see something like that, or you're asking a question and you hear something on the radio, and it just kind of sends shivers down your spine. You know, it's like the Lord's really speaking to you. So anyway, so that's what kind of happened with this thing that I'm fixing to show you. Is this a Q drop? Or is this just some strange, is it just a strange anomaly or synchronicity? Or some kind of paradoxical thing from this matrix structure we live in. First of all, let me move my pretty face here. So this is a Q mask from the Street Fighter 3 game. Just thought I'd throw that in there. But let's start at the book of Isaiah in the Old Testament, the Holy Bible. I'm not going to read very much, just the very first verse. The burden of Damascus, behold, Damascus is taken away, being a city, and it shall be a ruinous heap. So there's all kinds of prophecies, or there's a few prophecies about Damascus falling, and we know that those are signs, you know, of the end. Damascus is one of the oldest cities in the world, and it's never been taken, but right now it's already, you know, it's been under siege a little bit. It looks pretty bad, really, but I mean, we'll see if it gets totally taken away. So now that gets us to this Q thing that I'm talking about. So y'all can just tell me what y'all think when I saw this. It just struck me when I saw it. So it was this channel. It's what just comes through one of my feeds, and you know, they just ask you all these quizzes. So here, and look, there's not even 10,000 subscribers, so it's not a huge thing. But it says, we Q, you A. So is that, you know, we're QAnon and you're, you know, we're Q and you're the Anons? Alright, so it's gonna get more than that. So, and this was the first little video feed I ever saw from these guys. And for some reason I just clicked on it. And so the question is, you know, it's from the we Q, you A. And nobody knows the answers to questions 6 and 9. So right there we got the upside down, downside up paradigm, the yin and the yang, you know, the whole dualistic system already. So there's two little like weird coincidence things. So this video is from this channel here, and I'm going to show you the video, and we're going to look at questions specifically of 6 and 9. And so I thought this was very 2 times Donald Trump said he's getting out of Syria. They had, you know, these false flags, chemical weapons. It didn't happen, but they happened from the Syrian government. They happened, you know, from the freedom fighters or from the ISIS or whatever you want to call them. There's my daughters. They just walked in. Hey, girl. Give me just a minute. So let me pause for a minute until this video loads up, and I'll show you the rest of it. So basically these videos are, you know, they're like 10 questions. They tell you if you're a quote-unquote genius or not. They're really pretty easy. I did a couple of them. But we're just going to look at questions 6 and 9. And like I said, we're talking about Syria and all things Q. Now, is this an actual, or is this just a weird coincidence in this world we live in? So we're going to skip over here to question 6. Remember, Donald Trump just said, a couple of days ago, we're pulling the troops out of Syria again. And matter of fact, it makes me kind of nervous because how many troops he's calling home, and I heard he's calling all the naval ships back here around America. So it's something bigger going down, but let's just stick with this for now. I don't want to get off on a rabbit trail. So here's question 6. An example of a strong acid is, what's acid? It's a chemical. And so that's obviously the answer. I'm going to skip to question 9. And this is just a little bit freaky. So here, question 9. Which of these continent country capital groups is correct? Question 9. So question 6 and 9, and it's Asia, Syria, and Damascus is the proper answer. It left us plenty of time to answer. So we'll look at the answer real quick. Bam! So is this an undercover cue drop, or is this the Lord speaking in a very prophetic way, telling us it's all fixing to go down? You can be the judge. I just find it very interesting. I got one last thing I just want to throw on the end of this because it's something that I find strange. Something definitely odd, but doesn't deserve a whole video. So the rock group KISS is going on their end of the road tour in 2019. They're calling it quits and they're calling it end of the road. These guys ought to have a lick. So it's one last KISS end of the road tour, and our closest home theater or home whatever the hell you want to call these places. The amphitheater's in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and it's on September 11th, 2019. So 9/11, end of the road world tour. How about that? These assholes ought to get some respect. All right. There's only one name that saves, and it doesn't start with Q or a DT. All right. Worldwide, wonderful worldwide out. Later.